in our collective efforts to document and celebrate an extraordinary national story. Today, as chairman of the Unbroken 2.5 decades of the democracy in Nigeria, this project, we are privileged to announce the official commencement of full-scale production and filming beginning Friday, 5th December 2025. This event is more than a ceremonial flag-off. It is the launch of a visual legacy, an undertaking to capture 26 years of resilience, transformation, and the unyielding spirit that has shaped our nation. Unbroken Democracy is not just a documentary. It is a tribute to history, sacrifice, leadership, and the citizens who have stood firm through the evolution of our national journey. Let me extend heartfelt appreciation to all the ministries, departments, and agencies of government that have endorsed and partnered with us. Your support is not a mere approval. It is a national affirmation that our story must be told truthfully, accurately, and with pride. From cultural, security institutions to agencies championing information, heritage, youth, and unity, your collaboration reflects a shared resolve to preserve our experience for future generations. The documentary chronicles an exceptional 26 years timeline marked by trials, transitions, civic participation, rebuilding, and remarkable progress, often achieved under difficult circumstances. It tells the story of a people who refused to give up, whose courage, innovation, unity, and faith sustained them through seasons of change. Through rigorous research, interviews with key figures, archival footage, and extensive on-site filming across regions, Unbroken will deliver a narrative that is honest, engaging, and worthy of global documentary standards. It will educate scholars, inspire young people, and remind all citizens, home and abroad, that our nation remains strong because its people remain unbroken. As we enter the filming phase, I call on patriotic citizens, communities, traditional leaders, corporate bodies, and media partners. This documentary belongs to all of us. Its success depends on your cooperation and support. We seek your assistance in the following ways: welcoming our production teams across states and communities, facilitating access to historical sites, interviews and local resources, providing sponsorship, partnership, and logistical support, promoting the project on media platforms to sustain the momentum, and standing with us, guardians of our national story. Every contribution, big or small, will strengthen these historic efforts. When citizens and institutions unite to tell their own story, the world listens with respect. To corporate organizations, development partners, and philanthropic institutions, this project presents a rare opportunity to be part of a national legacy. Supporting Unbroken is not just branding. It is an investment in cultural preservation, youth empowerment, and national pride. Your contributions, whether financial, technical, logical, or media-related, will be honored as part of the history. To our directors, producers, researchers, cinematographers, writers, and the entire creative team embarking on months of travel and production, we salute your commitments As you begin this journey, we wish you safety, excellence, and inspiration. Let it remind our young people that resilience is part of their inheritance, and that every citizen, regardless of background, has a role in shaping the nation we envision. We stand today not only to begin production, but to affirm our belief that stories, true and uncensored, have the power to heal, to teach, and to transform. May Unbroken 2.5 decades ignite conversations that strengthen our democracy, deepen our patriotism, and build bridges across generations.
Thank you very much for this project. I think this project should mean so much, not only for us as a ministry, but every single Nigerian that continues to search for the history of Nigeria. I think one of the ways that we really dropped the ball in the past was we stopped teaching history. And for a long time, Nigerian society forgot what we were, where our ideals, our values, where our traditions were, what really made us come together. We have been through a very difficult, I think 65 years, right? Ups and downs. And, the democracy came at a time where we didn't really realize that it was the beginning of the rest, hopefully, of our lives. We as a ministry are really honored at this point to partner with Inter-Party Advisory Council of IPAC in the production of this great movie of Unbroken 2.5 decades of democracy in Nigeria, which has become a national initiative that is designed to celebrate Nigeria's uninterrupted democratic dispensation. 2.5 decades, this is such a huge achievement for a country that went through many decades of uncertainty in terms of where our future lies. This is one of the greatest the greatest black nation on earth. And to have democracy in this great black nation, the biggest democracy in Africa, indeed one of the biggest democracies in the world, this is a real testament to our resilience as a people. Today we have gathered to announce to the world the commencement of the production of tomorrow, Friday the 5th of December 2025, across the approved filming locations all across the country. And I want to assure you of my ministry's or our ministry's commitment to ensure that you achieve a successful and interesting movie. This movie, I would say, would be an homage to who we are as a people. Beyond that, it becomes almost an archive of our history, right? Because 2.5 decades, I think 70% of Nigerians are actually under that age. So they may not completely appreciate what came before that 2.5 decades. But this is our reality, and it is time for us to really embrace it and appreciate it for what it is. Because if we do so, this young, bubbling generation coming up will understand the importance of protecting that democracy. And in protecting that democracy, it's not really so much about party, it is about protecting Nigeria itself and knowing what is right between the boundary of ensuring that we continue to contain it as a sovereign nation. This movie is a chance for us to continue to reposition ourselves, to define ourselves to the world. I think more than ever now we understand the importance of using our own story to tell the world who we are as a people, rather than people from outside defining who we are ourselves in a way that it even becomes almost it starts to even play with our own psyche, that the young people begin to believe that we are what we are not. So I think this movie is going to play a huge role in a sense of unity, in a sense of rediscovery, in a sense for us to reinforce to the world what our history is and who we are. In this movie, we will be able to add numerous ways in which the story of Nigeria is told, as has often been done, we've seen in Nollywood. Before now, the ministry has, on behalf of Nigeria, signed an audiovisual co-production agreement with Brazil. We are signing with other countries. Even just now, I just went through an MOU with other countries. India was here last week, I think beginning of this week. So we are doing a number of audiovisual productions or agreements, MOUs, with so many countries that are looking to Nigeria. The platform that we have as the second largest film industry, the platform that is really a gateway to the black nation of the world. And really that's what we are. It's not really about Nigeria or Africa. It's about the black community all over the world that are looking to the platform that we have built in Nollywood and through audiovisual to understand their history. Brazil, Mexico, Cuba, the Caribbean. They're looking to us and this expression of culture through films, through music, to really understand where the black nation comes from. And, this is a huge responsibility. So we're marking really a new chapter in cultural collaboration, creative exchange, and global visibility for all the different nations that are collaborating directly with us. The agreement enables, this is the co-production agreement that we're doing specifically with Brazil and some other countries. It enables all filmmakers and producers from all the different countries to jointly develop, finance, and distribute films, TV projects, animations, and other audiovisual work. I believe that when this agreement is fully operational, IPAC can leverage on the opportunities in it to further advance the course of this project using the technical resources and, of course, the data, the content, the access, the technical support, and all other logical support that is available to ensure that the project that IPAC is working on, and perhaps even an expansion of this particular project, can really, really add something of value in the two markets, the different markets all over the world, to reach the rest of the world. I really want to bless and wish you and thank you for this great endeavor. And I want to ensure you that the structure that you already have in place, because you have a structure that cuts across party lines and that cuts across all the different states. So I want to see how we can talk about even having different conversations with the subnationals and maybe part of the private sector to see how we can support you in a way. Perhaps the ministry does not have the capital to do so, but we have a platform that we can leverage to see how we can reach out to the executive council, the NEC, and to other subnationals to see how we can bring that support for you. This project, to me, I think is going to be a treasure trove of identity, a treasure trove of diplomacy, a treasure trove of development for our nation, and a treasure trove for history. This is our history, our shared history, because really that's what we are as a people. And I think more than ever now, we need to rediscover what makes us more alike, the reasons why we need to stand together as one people and understand that the differences in politics and the differences in this beautiful diversity that we have is something that has to unite us and to bring us together, as opposed to allowing anyone, especially an external force, using it to divide us in a way that even plays with our own psyche. So again, thank you very much, and as you said, may God bless this country.